I want to quickly talk about unchecked pride today because I feel like this has been just been on my mind for the past few days, and it's actually something that I've been reflecting on, right? Well, anyways, I recently just got out of a season in my life, and I kind of asked God, like, God, what is it, God, that attracted me to this season in the first place? What caused me to come into this kind of season in the first place? And this season includes environment, people, things, opportunities, and all. And I think one of the things I believe that God has been highlighting to me has been unchecked pride. Unchecked pride. Not the pride that is loud. And what does unchecked pride mean? It means unchecked pride is pride that has gone unexamined. It's not always loud arrogance. More often, it's subtle ways that we protect ourselves, elevate ourselves, or rely on ourselves without realizing it. And it says here that few ways unchecked pride can appear: needing to be right, finding it difficult to receive correction without becoming defensive, believing your way is the best, seeking validation from people, self-reliance, comparison, control, entitlement, and hidden pride. You know what I realized with unchecked pride is that unchecked pride steals opportunities away from you. Unchecked pride steals you away from the right environment. Unchecked pride takes things away from you. And the reason why is that, remember, Satan is the king of pride. And what does Satan do? He comes to steal, kill, and destroy. So you can be walking around with this unchecked pride and not realizing how damaging it can be to your environment. For instance, it could be the girl who wants to be chosen and she feels like she has to break every other woman down to lift herself up so that she can be chosen by a man. It could be the woman who wants to prove herself to people who underestimate her. You know what? I put my hands up. I put my hands up for the woman who wanted, if you came from me, if I did that, you underestimate me, I'll keep quiet, but I'm like, I'll show you. And I want to show you through my accomplishments, what my achievements. I'm like, you got me messed up. And you know what? I'm going to show you. And I moved through life like this for years. And I genuinely feel like it actually particularly started when I had my son years ago. And because of course the parental figures were not happy. And I was like, you're going to be proud of me. I'm going to make this right. And as much as it was a good drive, and thank God that I took steps to make my life right again, and does not mean anything was wrong with me for making that mistake. It's just the tools and the resources I had. That was what what I was given is what I had. But does it mean that it was right? No. Okay. But I went through life this way, and one of the things I can always notice when someone's underestimating me, and I'm like, got you. You know, like how Messi was like, yeah, that's it. I was like, okay, I cite you. So I want to prove something, but thank God for deliverance. Either way, I don't even know why I went that deep. Either way, what I'm trying to say is that unchecked pride will make you pretentious. Like I said, you don't even know that you're moving in pride. You don't even know that this is the way in which you're operating. Now, people might notice this, people might not notice this, I don't know. But it just makes you move in very weird ways that can be really damaging to relationships. And it's so funny because even with this season I've come out in as well, and a person that I had a connection with in the past, even in the way I operated in that connection as well, there are certain things I'll request for, say, or talk about that, when I think about it later, I'm like, Ngozi, that was a bit too much, And I would always, go back and right my wrongs. Do you get me? But it does not mean that thing was still not operating in me. But like I said, the reason why I was attracted to that season in the first place, the reason why I found myself in that season in the first place is because of unchecked pride. And I'm not ready to even go into details with how this thing affected me. But like I said, I've seen patterns, I've seen the results over the years, and I'm like, wow. And sometimes the reason why we develop this unchecked pride is it's self-preservation. It's to protect ourselves. Maybe you've gone through certain hurt, gone through certain experiences, and you just want to protect yourself. And that's why it goes unchecked. Unchecked pride is different from someone who's just prideful and they know that they're prideful and they carry that with so much vim in their chest. Yeah. But with unchecked pride, you don't even know that you're operating in this. Do you get what I mean? So how you behave can be different from your intention internally. But remember, like I said, 80% of the time we're moving from our subconscious and 20% on the conscious. So whatever we find ourselves doing, it's usually because of something that's been ingrained in us subconsciously. But it's just something I wanted to bring to light and share. Just something to be mindful of. Maybe it could help society one way or another, because unchecked pride causes division, causes resentment, causes just so much unnecessary stuff that I genuinely believe is possibly one of the root issues in our society as well. But yeah, I think that's it. And I'm gonna just leave this video there.